Hello everybody, it's vanburman here and welcome back to more Final Fantasy 9. As you can see, we are, well, really far back compared to where we are at the minute. Now, this isn't going to be an episode, this is just going to be a general discussion video. And I just want to really talk about what's going on or what has been going on. So basically, I bought a new SSD for my computer, PCIe 1. And I was trying to get the Windows to boot from it. Now my motherboard's not compatible with it, so instead I'm using it as a device to save my videos on, do my editing on, all that sort of stuff, because it runs about, I don't know, 2-3 times quicker than a normal SSD. And in doing so, I had some difficulties with my motherboard. I changed some of the settings on there to try and get it to boot from the SSD, which was unsuccessful, inevitably, in the end. And instead what happened was, I ended up causing system instability in my own SSD. So I had to reinstall everything and sort everything out. And basically, cut a long story short, I ended up getting rid of all my application data. So I lost my save for Final Fantasy 9, my save for everything else I've been working on, even though obviously I saved all my games to a different hard drive, but the saves aren't on that hard drive. So I lost my Final Fantasy 9 save, which, as you well know, are on part 32. So good way in on the game, and I lost all those saves. Now, I must say, since this issue, I have now downloaded Game Save Manager and installed that on one of my backup hard drives. So this won't happen again should something happen with Windows on my SSD or whatever. But that doesn't really solve the issue for now. So I lost all that time and effort, and obviously I was a good way through the series. And I literally only have one other friend on Steam who has Final Fantasy 9, and I messaged him and said, you know, how far through are you? If, you know, and can I use your save? Because, you know, I'm so far behind. So he sent me this save, which is where he is now, which is, I've been looking at it, roughly 6 parts behind where I am. So it's going to take me just over about maybe 3.5 hours to get back to where we were, which obviously I'll be doing off camera. But obviously things are going to be different, so my playthrough is not going to be terribly coherent, unfortunately. And I do apologise for it. You know, I did make some mistakes with it, you know, obviously deleting the application data and everything. So we're just going to have to roll with it. I'm going to get it back to the same point with where I'll do all the stuff that I did in the videos again, so everything from here on out will be the same. But there are some fundamental differences. So for example, he actually had his name in Zidane's name and he kept Garnet's name as Dagger, so I had to download a save file editor which allows me to edit everything. I suppose I could literally have edited everything exactly how it was back then, but just to make things a little bit different now, I'm just going to carry on with what he's got. So I mean, I just want to basically give you a bit of or show you what sort of stuff he's been doing. Now the guy on my friend's list, his name's Purple Tentacle. There we go, got it out. Really nice guy, really friendly, really helpful as well, giving me the save, so really thankful for that. And he's obviously done a lot more than I have. I mean, he spent a good amount of time, but not quite got as far. So he's got a lot of different things to what I do. He's a bit more of a completionist than I am, so to speak. And as you can see, I mean, I don't know, we're sort of fairly at the same. In terms of like the abilities and the levels, he's higher up than I was at this point, but he does have the reflectoring, which is nice. So we're just going to carry on. I'm going to carry on off camera like that. So it might be a little bit of time before we actually get to part 33. But I will be carrying on and trying to do the same stuff as before. Obviously the cards are going to be different, I forgot about that. What have we got here? Ooh, he's got some dragonflies. Looks nice. One of the things I did ask him was, I said, have you been getting all the blue magic? And he said, as far as he's aware, he's got all the blue magic up to this point. Oh, he got the Libnum card. See, I missed that. Oh, and the Genji card. Oh, right, fair enough. So yeah, he's been a little bit more thorough than I have on certain aspects. What was I going to look at? I just forgotten now. Cards. Oh, blue magic. That's right. Goodness. Yeah, okay, so he's got the holy one, yeah, which I missed. Aqua breath. Retro magic. Oh, we got limit glove. That's pretty good. New HP is 1. Goodness. No, I'm gonna. Oh goodness, yeah. Okay. He's got more of the stuff than I've got. Oh, he's got auto life as well. That's really cool. So yeah, we're trying out some of these abilities eventually when we get around to it. When we get Quinna next, but yeah, he's done a really good job, to be fair. A lot more thorough than I have, but obviously I'm trying to do it for the story as well and all that sort of stuff, so. But well, nevertheless, it is nice to have this save now, and we'll go on from there, and yeah, hopefully, I'm hoping, sorry, that having used the save editor, it won't cause any instability in the save. But we'll have to see about that, obviously. And yeah, so basically, it might be a week before I manage to get another part out. Final Fantasy maybe a little bit longer because I've got a lot of other stuff going on. But there will be more coming out. It's not dead in the water. It just is going to take a little bit of time to get back to where we were. And also, a little bit of good news. Small scraping. If you are watching the Total War Warhammer series, obviously there's not been a few episodes out for a bit. I've got 2 episodes, I think, already recorded. I'm going to do some more as well. But the saves for that game were saved to the cloud side of things rather than just a local save. So I do actually have the saves for them. So there won't be, well, there shouldn't be any reason why they won't be uploaded as normal. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like I say, all I can do is apologise for everything in terms of it's not going to be 100% coherent. But hopefully all it will mean is that we've got a few more items and it will be slightly more higher level than where we were in part 32, because obviously he's high level now, so chances are we'll be higher level then. I'll try and not do any, probably won't need to do any grinding, so there is that side of things at least. Anyway, everybody, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.